Hey guys, welcome to today's video. The reason I am here is to show people how to take a Reborn's head off. Now there are a few reasons why you might want to take the head off. So the first reason is that you want to change the weighting of the baby or change the way that the weighting is sitting. So if the weighting's not in the bum, you might want to change the weighting in the bum. If there's too much weighting in the head, you might want to move it to the body. It's honestly not that hard to pull them apart and move them around. They are literally just a cloth body with stuffing and weighting inside of them. So don't be scared. Another reason is that the magnet could be loose in the head where the dummy goes, or you might not have one and you want to put one in. There's so many reasons. You might want to put a small breather box or, some kind of crying mechanism inside your baby, and all of these are reasons why you'd want to take the head off. So taking the head off isn't mean or anything, it's totally fine. They cable tie back on. It is very easy to do. So the first thing we're going to do is undress our baby, or you can do it with their clothes on as long as they're not in the way. To make it easier, I have just taken her clothes off so that they're out of the way. So we're going to look at the back of their neck. There should be a little hole, and the top of the cable tie will be sitting out. This is a special cable tie for reborn baby dolls. I have these ones over here, so they're very long. These ones I think are for heads, but you can get them smaller for limbs. Basically they have a special head on them that is a lot smaller than a standard cable tie. Therefore, it's not scratchy, it doesn't poke out, and you can't even tell that it's there. So I just wanted to show you the difference. So this is a regular cable tie, and then this is down here one of the special Reborn cable ties. You can see the head is a lot bigger on the red one and a lot smaller on the white ones. So first thing we're going to do is cut the cable. We're going to find where it is. We're going to open the hole up a little bit so we can reach in there, and then we're going to cut this cable. You can use scissors, you can use a knife. There's these special little plier cutters that are really handy too. It depends on if you have them and if they're sharp. So there's different methods that work for different people. So I am just going to pop her head on my knee. She's on my lap. If you were at a desk, put her on the desk, I guess, or wherever you want to. It doesn't matter which way her head is, it's just to the side for the moment. So I'm just going to get a long prong and push the fabric a little bit out of the way. I cannot find my special cable tie cutters, so I'm just going to use some scissors. It's a little bit tricky doing this one-handed, but we're literally just going to go in there and we're going to snip it. Just be careful. Full stop. You don't want to cut the cloth body, you don't want to cut something that you're not supposed to, and you don't want to stab their vinyl or their face. So our aim is to just get one of the blades under there, like that, and then we want to get this pulled out. I'm sorry about the shaky camera, it's really hard to do this with one hand. We want to get the blades onto one side. There we go, like that. And then we just want to cut it, but we don't want to cut the fabric. So if it could go away and leave us. Alright, now I'm going to actually try and push it through a little bit more and cut it. Whoops! Alright, there's her head. Now she does have electronics in her, hence the cables. So yours won't be attached. Mine is, of course, because of, like I said, the cables. But what you can do is just pull this out. This is rubbish. You can just throw this away now. It's used and it's been cut. I will show you how to put it on as well. It's very easy. All we'll do is, as soon as this focuses, there we go, we will thread a new cable tie. I'm not ready to put it on now, but I will show you the start of it. So we're just going to thread one end through, and it will go all the way through Sometimes it gets a little stuck, that's fine, just wiggle it around and it will come through. Oh, come on. Are you coming out yet? Oh, it's just a bit stuck on the end. Again, a little bit tricky with one hand. Oh, there it is. Right, and then you can place that together. If you want to, don't tighten it up, because then you won't be able to put the head back on. So you can pull it until it clips, but don't tighten it any further because you need that space to get the head on. Just as a quick add-on, so her body, I repaired it and I quickly sewed it back up and took all the mechanisms out of it. Now I'm going to just put stuffing and weighting back into it. I am not an artist, but the way I do it is I put a little bit of stuffing at the very bottom and then I put their weighting in them. I probably can't do with one hand. I will try. And probably a bit more. And then I put the weighting in and then I just fill the rest of the body with stuffing. I do have like proper videos on something similar like this with putting breathing boxes or talking boxes or whatever into my babies. Yeah, I'm not very good at doing that one-handed. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to play with that. I mean, you could put the little bit at the front like a belly button if you wanted to, but it's totally up to you. Again, I'm not an artist, I don't do this all the time. There are these really cool things. They are called Wonder Wafers. This one doesn't smell like baby powder anymore, so I'm going to put a new one in her, which I bought with me. So I'll get a new one out so she has that fresh baby smell. Oh, this smells so nice. I might even be able to, I've got some special powder that I might be able to put on that one. Not powder, sorry. An oil that come with one of my babies. Maybe I can re-soak this in it. But you can feel it, it's like an air freshener. We're going to put that inside, in there somewhere, so it's not going to be touched. I'll just put it like on top and then the stuffing should go on top of that as well. Alright, let me do some more with two hands. So I'm just going to basically just take this stuffing and put it in her until it feels right for me. And everyone has their own way of doing this. Alright, I've filled her body. I'm happy to put her head back on. Perhaps if you had changed the weighting or whatever, or you'd fix the magnet, you'd let the head dry and you're ready to put it back together. This is what we do next. If you had fixed a magnet that had fallen out and the head was not stuffed with stuffing, make sure that you stuff the head with stuffing because that will keep the magnet in place. Other than that, we are going to set the neck ring, or the neck, either, whatever you've got, on the body. And you can see that I'm just kind of lining the cable tie up with the neck so it's sitting in place. And then, don't mind my foot, it's really hard to do this with one hand. And then we're going to pull the cable tie tighter, pending that the head doesn't fall off because I have one hand. And this will secure the head in place. Now, we want to make sure that you can move the head side to side, but we want to make sure the head doesn't fall off. And there's a really hard balance to get. Another thing, as we're tightening up, be so careful that it does not fall or whatever once you tighten it too far, because you're going to have to get another cable tie and restart it. Alright, so let's just check all the way around that it is still good. We still need to go a little bit tighter so it just catches on. Alright, I think, okay, we're caught on all the way around. Right, we can see how loose this head is, but if I picked this baby up the wrong way, her head will fall off. You can see how loose it is. So we want to make it a little bit tighter, but we're going to like tighten it by like the tiniest little amount. So let's see how much I tighten it. Like that much. And then we're going to test it again. I mean, it's pretty good. but I might tighten it a tad more just because she has her neck ring in and it helps a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's still good. I want to go a little bit more, but I'm getting a little bit scared. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day because I can pick her up by her head. I think her head turns so well because of just like the neck rings. Alright, now we need to clip the cable tie end off. So my trusty scissors. I apologize about the light, I'm sitting the wrong way. How's that? Sorry guys. Oh, how about you go over my knee? That's dog hair, it's free. I'm going to cut the cable tie nice and close. Try to film this and see what I'm doing. Just like that. Don't cut the hair, don't cut the body, don't cut anything except the cable tie. Right, that is done. It can't be used because it doesn't have the end on it anymore. Throw that one in the bin. Then I'm going to get my trusty pointy stick again. You could use anything, some tweezers, you could use a pair of scissors even. What we're going to do, I would rather not do it with scissors, but that's okay. I will show you, is just lift this up and we want to poke this cable tie in and under this fabric if we can. I'm going to get my trusty pokey stick. A little bit tricky to do with my one hand, but I'm going to lift this up and then push this bit over so that it goes in there. Alright, sorry that that came out of frame a little bit. See how that's now hidden in there so that you can't scratch yourself on it. But if you need to get it out, you can move the cloth away. Alright, she's back together. I'm going to dress her and put her back together. Like she is back together, but yeah. So she is all dressed and put back together in her little outfit. I have the cutest little dummy chain here that I made for her. I love this dummy chain so much and it matches her outfit perfectly. And I made the cutest little hair bow as well. Look how sweet that is. It's like little pink sparkles. Oops, her dummy's fallen off. That's okay. Little pink sparkles, and then on top the lighting's a little confusing and it's because it's near the pink. This is actually like a white, but because it's got the light reflecting and the pink there, it looks pink as well. But I absolutely love that little headband. So she is all back together. I'm really happy that I took her mechanical box out of her because I was like falling out of love with her and I was, yeah, just, you know, didn't really like her, and now I put her back together and she's all squashy. I'm really much happy with her. I don't know what I'm going to do with my mechanical box. I think I'd like to find a bigger size baby to put it in, but it's a little tricky because it is like a newborn sounding box. So I don't know, like it could work with like a 3-month size baby that is a little bit bigger, that has a bigger body, because I feel like that was part of the thing. It was like very hard, and now she's all squashy and nice. If you're wondering where I got the blanket from, a lot of people always ask me where I get my pram liners or different things from. I made this blanket, so it was actually a knitted blanket that had a fluffy backing and this pink knitted side, and I didn't like them together because it was like a grey fluffy backing. So I unpicked them and I put this fabric on the other side of it, and the other one I will show you. So this is the backing that was together. So the grey fluffy and the pink knitted were together, and I like I said, I unpicked it and then I sewed this really cute print on. It's got little bears, little foxes, little rabbits, and like feathers and all different kinds of animals, and it's so cute and I'm really happy with it. And there's little onyx. just having a snooze. I hope that this video helped you take off your Reborn's head, and if you wanted to restuff it or weight it or whatever you wanted to do, I hope that you did that. I did not show you how to do that in this video, but I did show you just how to take the head off, which was the main reason of this video. So if you want to see videos on how to install breather boxes or other boxes, mechanical boxes into Reborns, I have a few videos on those. I do not sell them. All of the information is below them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next videos.